Welcome back to another episode of the Tennessee Titans franchise, Week 7, 4th season. And it's going to be a home game against the New England Patriots. Those games are always crazy. For some weird reason, the game glitches, crazy stuff happens. They're always unpredictable. So, a lot of things happening here. Alright? This week we don't have a lot to take care of actually. We're just going to be checking out the Patriots team, doing weekly strategy, then upgrading players of course. We did get quite a few points from the last week scenario against the Ravens. We had to stop Lamar Jackson for 250 yards passing. We got that done. So now we will be taking a look at the Patriots roster, and I honestly can't wait to get going here. So let's start out here. Mac Jones, quarterback, 27, 90 overall out of Alabama. Aiden O'Connell is his backup, as is Vince Samuel. So two pretty lowly rated QBs. Aiden O'Connell probably a little bit worse off, to be honest, 28, 68. Mac Jones, normal dev trade here, but the attributes are pretty good, speak for themselves. So there we go. Looking at the running back situation, we've got Ramondre Stevenson, we've got Jamie Beverly, that's a rookie, and Devontae McMahon. And I actually like Jamie Beverly already. He looks very nice. He has a hidden dev trait. And yeah, I reckon that this is going to be the running back of the future. But Ramondre Stevenson is the starter, of course. Fullback is Jacob Johnson, 3170, a lot of experience there. Wide receivers, Juju Smith-Schuster, a superstar. We've got Rashad Bateman here, 2688. Two very, very good wide receivers. Juju, due to the superstar ability, even elite, I would say. Roman Dunze here, 2481. Greg Gray, that's a rookie. And Taylor Dawson. So, very good room. Really like the top four. This one here just a backup, but Greg Gray here, a rookie, 72 overall. Just a normal dev trade, but due to the young age, this is not really a problem. The tight ends, Mike Gesicki, Benjamin Jurosek, and Brock Wright are here. Mike Gesicki, you probably know him already. Benjamin Jurosek, I did redo him because he was hit pretty hard by the draft bug, but I like him. Looking good already, 77 overall, age 24, a lot of time to grow. Left tackle, Jedrick Wills freaking Jr., 27 and 88. He's one of the better left tackles in the game here. Troy Fautanu, with 2 years experience. Let's take a look at Jedrick Wills. Start of trade, he's the 18th best ranked left tackle in the game, and he's looking pretty good. Again, the toughness and the strength is what really speak for him. I wanted to check out where he came from, that is why I looked in here. Cleveland Browns, yeah, this is exactly where he is right now. Left guard Cole Strange, 2884, one of the stranger picks by Bill Belichick in the 2022 draft, but he has worked out as the guard and is actually not doing too badly. Cordell Volson and Hakeem Wheeler also in the room here. Ryan Kelly at center, 3379. Jake Andrews, I reckon he will be taken over at the end of this season. He's pretty close in overall already. Right guard Mike Onwenu, so DM Payton will be the starting right guard, unless they of course switch over Cordell Volson, who would actually be the better choice. Right tackle J.C. Latham, 2395, and D'Angelo Lawton are here. And J.C. Latham, 23 years, 95 overall. Just look at this dude here. Second best ranked right tackle in the league currently. Yeah, out of the 24 draft, all I can say is wow. On defense, we're going to be facing Christian Barmore at left edge, 2786. He's a rough player, high strength, high power, high awareness, all that paired with a 95 rated tackle. He's going to be really hard to break down. Nicholas Flannery as a backup. On right edge, Trey Hendrickson, formerly with the Bengals, 3189. And Lewis Flanagan, that's a rookie here, of course. I like this setup, really do. As soon as Trey Hendrickson's going to be too old, Flanagan will be able to take over without too much of a quality loss here. Christian Barmore, Hendrickson, and at D-tackle, Devon Hamilton, and Perrion Winfrey, and Carl Massey. A pretty good rookie, 2176, looking really nice with a hidden depth trait. I'd actually put him up top, but there we go. Devon Hamilton, he is joining from let me just check this out quick, Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, that's it. Most of the time it's on the tip of my tongue. Corey Foreman, left outside linebacker, 2 years experience, 23 and 80. Tyreek Smith behind him. Corey Foreman, looking like a big, tough dude. Also hit by the draft bug before, where all players look the same, so I redid him. Middle linebacker Martin Mapu, 2684. Jawan Bentley injured, and Melvin Werner. And right outside linebacker Josh Uchi, 2790, and Kyle Parnell. So the linebacking group as well, 80, looking at 84 and 90. This is going to be a rough one. At cornerback, we're looking at a very good cornerback group. Christian Gonzalez, 2495, extremely good cornerback. Davison Igbinosun is here, 22 and 86 with a star dev trait, and he's looking really good. Look at those stats at age 22, all right? At age freaking 22. Marcus Jones, 2785. We've got Will Chapman and Bradley Kelly here as well, but the top three are just going to be really brutal to break down. Will Chapman, Bradley Kelly, just sort of filling up the room here. What else do we have? Free safety, Amani Hooker, 28 and 87. Jabril Peppers. Amani Hooker, don't we know this guy? Yeah, I think we do. He was with us until the 2024 season. Then we let him go. He didn't get a new deal, and we brought in other players. So there's that. Strong safety, Kyle Duggar, 30 and 90. James Williams, 24 and 84. Star def trait, again, looking pretty good for that age already. So the strong safeties, very well set. Free safeties, very well set. Jabril Peppers and Amani Hooker. I think we actually traded him, if I'm not completely mistaken, and we brought in Derrick Knox here as a young replacement. Jake Elliott, 3182. Behind him, Chris Sanchez. That's a rookie. It's an interesting setup, right? And at punter, we've got Bryce Baringer. Never seen that name before, to be honest. That might be on me, but yeah, there we go. Wiggly's strategy against this team, it's extremely balanced. All right, it's extremely balanced. So I feel like we should go with what works best for us and has worked best for us in the past. All right, so splits at left edge, backups at right edge. We're going to be going with the backups on D-tackle, starters at left outside linebacker, splits at mid linebacker. We're going to be splitting it as well on right outside linebacker and on cornerbacks. And here, Derrick Knox and Sonny Styles, we're gonna get started training. Offensive game plan. What do we do? Yeah, I'm gonna agree with this one here. Run it inside. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tough. But yeah, we'll do what we can here. At QB, the starter. Halfback, the Tyjae Spears is a little bit tired, which is why the backups are getting training. Yeah, let's work with this. Wide receivers, let's split here. What else do we have? Tight ends, let's split this as well. And here we're going with the starters. Everybody's fit here again, which is pretty good. On wide receivers, let me go with the backups a little bit. Kyle Phillips, Antwane Wills Jr., Colton Dowell, and Caleb Palmer all deserve a little bit more attention here. On team profile, we unlocked an additional focus player down here. So let's just take a look who we could go for, probably should go for overall. Looking at the positions, nobody here, to be honest. In here, we could go with J.D. Bradley because he's getting a lot of play time currently. On the wide receiving group, we could try and train up Colton Dowell a little bit more, but I'm actually perfectly happy with what he's doing right now. Over here, Noah Clancy could use some help as he's my third string tight end. I'm always looking to improve players that will take over soon, or our starters that are just a little bit below par. So at left edge, we're already training a player anyways. Here, we could go with Adisa Isaac, because I'd really like to get him to be able to at least be somewhere near Jeffrey Simmons when he starts to regress. That's certainly a target of mine. Damian Bushrod here could use some help, to be honest. Glenn Sprinkle, maybe we'll go with Glenn Sprinkle here. He's 76 rated at left outside linebacker. He's a starter, and I'd really like to push him a little bit further. I think we need to do this. So we will be adding more focus players as time goes by, but I really am pretty convinced that he is the player I need to focus on and get more experience points for. Weekly game plan goal. What do we do here? We don't have any targets to reach, so we're just going to roll with whatever is selected here. 30 points or less. That is a little bit... That's very pessimistic, right? Offensive coordinator, 400. That's very optimistic. So let's try the middle ground here, all right? And no sacks allowed. That's going to be rough. Allow under 200 yards. Let's go with this one here. If we get 200 offensive yards, it's 5 points. I could work with that. And yeah, let's start training. Fingers crossed that we don't have any injuries. 0 injuries. Best case scenario. Let's upgrade the players. I think it's going to be quite a few because we got a lot of points last week. So, Evan McPherson. Do we go for accuracy or do we go for power? I think the power is more important with this player because he has his slow build-up anyways. And I just really like to hit the targets that are further away. Joe Alt. Let's go with agile here. He is an absolute beast in the front line. Really loving this one here. Peter Skoronski could use some more toughness because he does get injured every once in a while. And I'd really like to limit that. Tyjae Spears, elusive back, of course. We're going to be pushing him towards a 99. And as soon as we hit the 99, we're going to be focusing on the other parts of his play. And this is the time when he will really start going off. As soon as, you get the power rusher into a player that's already pretty agile, pretty versatile, pretty skilled, then you've hit gold. Justin Patton at right outside linebacker, certainly a backup player, but we're just going to be training him to be better and better. At some point in time, he might even be taken over. Neil Wilcox at left edge, he's out. I would even say out for the season. I think I might need to bring in a player here. Because I only have one player on that position now. Noah Clancy should be a scheme fit the next time we upgrade him. But whenever we go for possession, he gets so many upgrades on the abilities. Damian Bushrod also getting an upgrade here. Actually, not that many upgrades overall, I have to say. So, I'm just going to roll with this here. And now we're going to get ready for the game against the Patriots. It is a home game, but I don't think we have any right to relax too soon because this game is always up and always ready to surprise us. So, here we go. Nissan Stadium. Really like it. I like the opening back there. It's really cool with the big screen. We've got a player showcase. Who's this going to be? Aziz Al-Shaair. Yeah. 8 tackles last week. Those are the solo tackles. 10 total tackles. I think he did really well. An incredibly important part at the midline backing position. Something that we will have to look at as time goes by. Again, the defense is really solid, but I do think that there are a few positions that just need tweaking here and there when it comes to the age. There are positions where it's not as critical, for instance the QB, but then there's positions like on defense that just tend to really regress pretty quickly. Here comes Mac Jones, getting his players ready, and this is Will Levis talking to his offensive line, getting everybody in on the picture here as we're getting to kick the ball. Number 16 will be returning. And there we go. On the board immediately. We're the home team. Let's just keep that in mind. But that was just a really quick hit by this Patriots team. Alright, so what do? I think we're going to start with a halfback slam here. Let's test the waters. Let's see what we can pull off here against this defense. And ooh, that was a quick release by number 5 right there. Tyjae Spears last week, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Again, he's not the big yard guy, right? But he's just very, very important to get those plays. I don't think we'll be going for this one here. I think we're going to be going with an RPO here. We're going to go the auto handoff. Boom. And this one actually works pretty nice. Marty Mapu out with an injury. Number 17. Left leg seems to be the issue here. He's actually a dude that has just a silhouette in there. I was about to say blackface. Jesus freaking Christ. About to get cancelled here. Now he has a silhouette in there. And no face, which is strange because he's actually a real player that was crafted. Nice. Josh Whyle available here. The two runners left and right, they weren't really an option. They were covered pretty quickly. But yeah, worked out. Josh Whyle turning around and being available, very important. We're going to go with another run here. Tyjae Spears down the middle. Can we get a first down? Not right now. All right, number 22 with a pretty hard hit. Tyjae Spears slow to get up. Let's hope it's nothing bad. No, he's still available, so I reckon it wasn't too hard. Peter Skoronski, clear a path now. A lot of back and forth. Number 55 taking no freaking prisoners here. Josh Uche. Nasty. Very nasty player. Not in terms of being unfair, but just in terms of being extremely hard to control. Amari Rodgers here. 2nd and 4. 2 for 2 for Will Levis. I like that. Close play action cross. Do we get it away before the end of the quarter? And I was clicking, but Will Levis was still settling his feet. So nothing doing here. In terms of rushing yards, we're on par. Passing yards, Mac Jones, of course, higher. He does have higher overalls anyways, so that much is pretty self-explanatory. I'd like to hit Treylon Burks at the end of that route. That would be really nice. Right there. Oh my lord. I didn't go for the safe catch, and probably there was pressure there. Amani Hooker, of course, out for blood. Wants to punish us for releasing him. And we are gonna go with an inside zone. Let's just quickly reshuffle here. Pass play could be a good idea, but I just think we'll try and get those yards. Oh my god, pushing forward, 1st and 10. He had to really put his back in it. Initially they stopped him. There's no clear openings really developing for me to run into. So that, of course, is always a little bit exciting. Let's see. Can we go for... Let's try this one. Play action, tight end seam. Chig Okonkwo. Let me just sketch you. Almost there. I mean, Okonkwo tried getting there. He was kind of hindered in the route at first. We're going to go with the mesh spot. I like those. The out route for Spears, that actually hardly ever works. I don't really know why. But, yeah, whatever. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well done, my man. That is Amani Rodgers, just as I know him. So dangerous. So quick in the takedown. And Chig will be my player that I'm trying to go for here. I don't really have time to hot route anybody. I would like to do it, but not now. All right, Stevenson is there. I think it's the 2nd stop that he gets here. Let's set up this ISO with JD Bradley. Like this. I mean, he is pushing forward, but there's a lot of pressure. 3rd and goal, 4 yards. Injury timeout. Devon Hamilton goes down injured. Not exactly what you want to see. I'd love to get Rodgers. He would be my perfect fit. The runner is not so sure. Maybe Caleb Palmer. Is it? Oh, that was very quick. Josh Uche coming in around the side. Field goal. Evan McPherson. Let's get this one here. Rather get the points. It's a slow arc because of the ability. Quick reminder. Apparently on rookie you also get a slow arc, but Evan McPherson has the ability, which is why it is like this. Come on, defense. 14 and 3. Kind of running away with the game. Not liking this. But yeah, the Patriots are always a problem for me. I don't know why. I've had that problem with the when I did the Dolphins franchise. I tried to go around, but that's not happening. Chig taking down at the 50. And having it again on the Titans franchise, it is really strange. I can't put my finger on it why. There's actually no real reason, to be honest. Please go down quickly. Yes, that worked. We're at the 46. Clock is ticking down, so we're not going to be wasting too much time. Verticals, 25 seconds. All right. Could have used the timeout right there, but we're going to try and get the clock working for us. All right, timeout. I had to rush it because of the clock. That was a bad call on my part. But I think the play in itself is what we need right now. Get Chig back there. That should work. So it's, yeah, keep your fingers crossed. Just like that. And we're stopped at the 1 yard line. Jesus, man. 12 seconds in the first half. I don't exactly know what that camera zoom was. It kind of gave me nausea. Over the top here, number 22. Can't lunge to get that one. Gonna go with the double slants. Actually looking for spears here. Is this a bad idea? I think it is a bad idea. Let's go with this one here. An RPO. Let's get spears. Could try Rodgers as well, but I think spears is the safer bet. Boom. Alright. I was proven. I was shown the error of my ways. That was not good. That was a bad call. Alright, mesh ball. If we don't get this completed, we're going to be going with a field goal. At least get it down to 6 points. Wow, that was poor accuracy. That was poor accuracy by Will Levis. Probably could have handled that better. Could have gone for one of the runners. But again, pressure is on. And I don't have a lot of time here. There we go. So we hit Amani Rodgers. Very important. Amari Rodgers. Man, I'm messing up Hooker and Rodgers here. So sorry about that. Amari Rodgers, of course. Again, we brought him in as a free agent. And he has progressed to be our wide receiver number 2. Very much contested catch here. But we hit the target and Will Levis does a good job. In this Sunday night primetime game, we get the ball first in the second quarter. That is actually something that I do welcome. We're at the 25. Tyjae Spears. Let's see if we can't break through here. Nice blocking. Stiff arm. Drag down. Alright. Couldn't get around him. But Tyjae Spears gets us down the field to the 37. The slot deep. Treylon Burks is the route runner that I'm actually looking for. If I can hit him back there, this is going to be awesome. If not, then it might be tricky. Ooh, pressure coming. 37. Again, Amani Hooker, he's just really good. He's a really good player. The only reason I cut him was because the deal he wanted, I just couldn't see myself giving that to him. So we cut him before we gave him a new deal. There we go. Nice catch. Tyjae Spears here going forward. 8 for 15 today. 127 yards. 1 touchdown for Will Levis. This is our chance to take the lead if we get a touchdown. And this is exactly what we need to do. Alright. Chig going forward. Another first down. Incredibly important. It was very congested in there. I'm not going to lie. Left hand side run. Tyjae Spears. We're going to try going over here. Over to the right. I was trying to kind of cheat my way through there. The Patriots defense just closing us down very efficiently, very quickly. Let's go the tight end angle, and of course I'm going to be looking for Kyle Phillips on that extremely tight route. Just kind of hit him quickly. Oof! Perfect accuracy, but dropped. Dropped here. That's Stevenson. That's another one of those pretty good young players that they do have in their team. So now, a flood. Let's flood the Patriots. Burks would be perfect, but I do think I'm going to have to go with Rodgers now. Just like that. Catch, stepping across a line, and an injury. Doesn't look like it, but he'll be taking a seat here. Left shoulder. Usually return when they take a seat on the bench here. Play action, tight end seam. I don't think that'll work though. Let's go the halfback dive. Let's push our way forwards. And again, sometimes you could just kind of spam the X button, go for the stiff arms. Sometimes. Most of the time it sometimes works. Does that make sense? I think it does. Caleb Palmer would be pretty cool to hit here, but it is going to be Chig. Wow, what a hit, man. Number 24. Sending the big man flying. All right, substitute for Phillips, but Amani Rodgers will be back. Amari Rodgers. Jesus, man. Just to get that name correctly. Chig Okonkwo. I'm not sure if this will work, though. Doesn't look like it. Maybe. Oh, it does! It does! I was half expecting the defender to jump. Stevenson probably didn't see the ball because he was focused on the runner, but man! Precisely in the corner. No, he was looking at the ball. I don't know what was happening. Will Levis. Alright, come on defense. Stop Mac Jones. Stop him. And they do that. That is great. That is a big, big deal. We're in the fourth quarter. And that is important. Very important for us and for our game plan here. We're going to go with Spears. I need a block. I need a block here. And we get some yardage out of this, actually. 10 yards. Nice. Treylon Burks congratulating Tyjae Spears. And this is Amani Hooker. Not to be confused with Amari Rodgers. I have to do that because I keep messing up the names. Burks, Okonkwo, Whyle, Phillips on the extremely long route. Spears taking the wheel here. Don't think I'm going to go for that though. Nice. Treylon Burks, 6 yards. 13 for 21. We're getting better in terms of the percentage. But it is difficult, alright? It is not an easy one here. I am intent on keeping the clock running here. Looking at Joe Alt, he has the red below the star, if you can see that. This is basically if the player is somewhat tired and he needs to kind of regain or recuperate a little bit or regain some fitness. So going one way too often just isn't the best way to go. Now we're gonna let the clock run down here. I'm gonna be doing some clock management now, alright? Not to, I don't know, make things boring here. But I like to just take my time a little bit here to force them to take their timeouts. That should help us. I hope it helps us. Alright, I just hope it helps us. Oh my lord, number 95, not even phased. We lose a yard. And Joe Alt not really capable of holding him back. Halfback dive. Clock is not running. Interesting. Because we lost yardage, alright. Going backwards, never good. Now we are really going forwards here and we actually get the first down. Timeout called. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. That's exactly what I wanted to see. 1 minute 52. Let's just get the clock running once more. I just need some pickup here. calling another timeout. Inside zone, left-hand side. 2nd and 6, 4 yards on that run. We're at the 20. And we're going to try and just get that first down. That would be perfection. Getting close to it works as well. And that's an injury timeout. Nicholas Petit-Frere, 3rd and 1. That is not good. All right, inside zone split. That is a slightly curved run here. I do think this is the one to go for. Not really sure if I like this one here. Let's see. I like a very direct route, all right? 3rd and 1. I don't want to risk getting tackled. On my way to the line. Oh, and exactly that is happening. Come on, man. And an injury for Tyjae Spears, which stops the clock. I'm not going to go for the field goal, guys. I'm not going to go for the field goal. I'm sorry, but why would I do that? We're going to go with an ISO. They're going to pile everything onto me here. I just hope my offensive line is up to it. Go, 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 go. And yeah, we get it. Well done. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. All right. JD Bradley. Bruised ribs for Nicholas Petit-Frere. So Jaelyn Duncan has to take over. All right, we have the lead anyways. We can let the clock run down a little bit. We don't have to rush it. And this is what I meant. I will be pushing towards their end zone, because if we hit that, then we're completely out of reach. A late field goal is also going to be helpful for us. But we're not going to be forcing a touchdown right now. That would be really pretty silly to attempt. And there we go. Boom. Ball is live. JD Bradley. I don't want to go in yet. So let's go down at the 5. We don't have to go in. I don't really want to give the ball back. On the other hand, of course, just going for it might be fun. So inside zone. 42 seconds. Clock is taken down. Getting a touchdown for the young player could be nice as well. Give him some experience points right there. But we're just going to let it run down a little bit more. And let's go for it. Whew. Take it down here. 2 yards to go. Come on, guys. I'm going to call the timeout. Yes, I will do that. We're 2 yards out, 13 seconds, and I really, really, really want to push JD Bradley in there. That would be fantastic. Is it going to work? I don't know. We're faced with an extremely stacked defensive line, so we might just be held at the line as well, which is exactly what's happening. Pushed back. We don't get across the 1 yard line. And no more plays are possible. Yeah, there we go. 17-14. We beat them. I could have gone in with Bradley, to be honest. And I kind of turned away. Wanted to let the clock run down some more, but yeah. Good game against a notoriously hard team to beat. Mac Jones, always pretty good. Speaking of pretty good, 138.9. 78% completion rate, 1 touchdown. What is that line, man? What is that line? 61% for Will Levis, 2 touchdowns, which of course is better. Tyjae Spears injured, 87 yards. That's important. JD Bradley 17. Again, could and should have gone in probably. On the receiving side, we did really well. Rashad Bateman gets 98, but Chig Okonkwo 86. Roma Duns 31 and Treylon Burks 30. Amari Rodgers 28. Also an injury. Injuries are piling up a little bit now here. Let's hope it's nothing too bad. Roger McCreary 5 solo tackles. 9 total tackles for Amani Hooker. Yeah, he really gets back at us. Sacks, 1 for Tyjae, 0 interceptions. On the kicking side, 1 for 1 field goals made, field goal attempts, and 2 for 2 on the extra point conversions. Well, that's good. The injuries were only in-game, not dragging over out of the game. Next week, we're going to be playing the Jags at home. This is going to be a divisional showdown, of course. 2-3 current score for them. We are 7-0. This is really great. We're having a very, very nice season so far. Let's see what happens next week, though. It's also very close to the trade deadline, so I will be taking stock of the team, just really looking at some of those contracts that also might come and bite us next season. Kind of, if we can mitigate some of that already, then why not do that, right? So Jaelyn Wilcox, for instance, Patrick Paul, for instance, these are not players that are going to be super expensive, but they're backup players anyway. So most of these, not too bothered about, to be honest. But then there's some in there. Malcolm Rodriguez, of course, that's a big question. Jeffrey Simmons, that's an even bigger question. He will want massive money, especially with that X factor, with the superstar Dave trade. Peter Skoronski is a big one. Joe Alt is a big one. So a lot of big names coming up next season. If we could take pressure off the penalty situation, of the cap situation next year already, probably by, I don't know, maybe reducing Justin Simmons here, then that could be important for us because they're gonna be in their last year of their contracts. So yeah, we're gonna have to think about this a little bit. Trading away players, never an easy choice, especially big names, but something to consider, especially if you want to build a long-term team here. All right, guys. So far, things are going to plan. I hope you enjoyed today's game. If you did, please drop a like. Please subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. Always interested in that. And as always, thanks so much for being here. See you next time.
Yeah.